Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lauren, this is Zoe, and today's yoga class is proudly sponsored by Kayala Activewear. You can enjoy 15% off purchases over $100 with code Lauren Ikeda, which I will link in the description below. I'm currently wearing a set by Kayala Activewear, and I love how comfy, stretchy, and soft it is, and it's designed by my friend and fellow yoga teacher, Natalie. It's crafted to empower movement with some of my favorite features like no camel toe, no pilling, and no see-through issues. Their high quality fabrics and precise stitching ensure outstanding performance at a fraction of the cost of leading brands. And Kayala Activewear is ethically made, packaged in eco-friendly materials. And when you shop with them, you're supporting a women-owned small business based in Hawaii. Now, to switch gears to what today's class is all about. This class is filmed in the start of summer. Summer solstice is right around the corner. And this is a time where we are more active, out in the sun, more energized, more social. But with that, sometimes we need to recharge our batteries, right? We need to ground, slow down, and to draw our attention inward, which is exactly what today's practice is all about. A slow and gentle grounding practice. So before we get started, hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you can stay up to date on new classes that I'm releasing here on my channel. Grab your yoga mat. You may need a block or two, but that's completely up to you. And we'll meet here on the mat. Let's begin sitting down, taking a couple cooling and cleansing breaths. So find any comfortable seated position, relaxing your hands on your thighs or in your lap, and bring your eyes to a close. Take a slow inhalation through your nose. Feel your lungs expand. Hold at the top. And as you exhale, create an audible ha as you let go. Do that again. Inhale deeply. And audible. Do that one more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale. You may notice as you breathe in that fashion, you're taking in cool air, releasing hot air, hot energy, right? That yang, dominant sun energy. Blink your eyes open as you take your fingertips beside you on the floor. If you're sitting propped up on a block or something of that sort, maybe you lower your hips to the ground or you take some blocks beside you so that you can take your hands onto the surface below. Crawl your fingertips towards your left as you reach your right arm up and overhead. Maybe you peek underneath your right armpit towards the sky, expanding that right side of your body. Notice if your left shoulder is kind of scrunching up to the ear. Soften your left shoulder down. Maybe you put a slight bend in the elbow. Maybe you lower the forearm to the mat. But try to keep your right sit bone glued to the mat. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Good. Come all the way back up. Let's switch sides. Take the right arm out. Relax your right shoulder down and reach your left arm up and overhead. Again, maybe you peek underneath your left armpit towards the sky, expanding into the left side of the body as you inhale and exhale. Good. Slowly rise all the way back up and make your way onto your hands and knees. We'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale, cow pose, arch your back as you pull your shoulders towards your hips. Exhale, cat pose, round your back. Look towards your belly button. Move through that a couple more times on your own. Even just taking deep, mindful breaths like this as you're moving your body helps to balance out those two opposing energies of yin and yang. All right, so come back into a neutral spine here. Bring your tops of the feet to the floor. You can bring your toes together as you take the knees wide if you want to take child's pose with the hips outward, or you can keep your knees together as you take your child's pose with your hips to the heels. Arms can come out in front of you, or you can relax your arms by your side. Take a full inhale and exhale. Breathe into the lower back. Inhale, feel your back expand. Exhale, feel your back sink down towards the floor. Good. If your arms are by your side, take your arms out in front of you. Look forward as you slide onto your belly, setting up in a Sphinx pose. Legs long, you're propped up on the forearms. Inhale, push your chest forward, pull your elbows back. Exhale, drop your head, let your shoulder blades squeeze together behind your spine. Holding here for another breath. In and out. Good. Inhale, come back into your Sphinx pose. Option to come up into what's called seal pose, lifting your elbows, lengthening your arms, but notice if your shoulders are pulling up, draw your shoulders back and down instead. Good. And as you're doing so, you're utilizing those back extensor muscles instead of just using your arms to do the work. Exhale, release all the way back down, placing your hands underneath your shoulders as you press back up through tabletop and find downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift your hips up and back, gripping into the mat as you push the floor away. And maybe you put a deep bend in the knees, maybe you put a slight bend in the knees, maybe start to lengthen the legs. There is no right or wrong, just what feels right in your body today. Take an inhale here. Big sigh out. Let go of any excess heat in the body. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. Look forward, and as you exhale, step your right foot to the top of the mat, coming into a low lunge. You can always grab behind your heel and slide that right foot forward. Keep the left hand grounded as you reach your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand down and return to downward facing dog. Let's take the other side. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of the mat. Big step. Keep the right palm or fingertips grounded. Inhale, twist, left arm up. Exhale, circle both hands down as you step back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and out. Good. Lower your knees to the ground and draw your right knee forward so your shin or your knee is behind your right wrist. I like to take from here my right ankle under my left hip. So you don't have to take your shin perfectly parallel to the top of the mat. This is a good place to start, and then you can always take your shin more parallel from there. Setting up here in your pigeon, extend your left leg behind you. Perhaps you prop yourself up onto the fingertips, creating some extension in your spine, extension in the front of that left hip. Exhale as you fold forward. Folding any amount here. Take one more breath in and out. And then slowly press yourself back up. Swing your left leg all the way around, and we're going to switch to the other side. So keep your left shin as it is. Take your right leg back. And again, you don't need to have your left shin perfectly parallel to the front edge of the mat. You can slide your ankle more over or underneath your right hip, and then extend your right leg behind you. Okay, so find any situation you want in that front shin that feels good for your left knee and hip. Take an inhale as you lift your spine upright. Exhale as you fold. Summer is actually my favorite time of the year. I'm a very social person, but also with my work and having a social job, and I have to hold space for a lot of different people. If I go from that to then being more social out and about in my personal life, then I need to recharge my batteries. And if you're anything like me and you do the same thing, then this is a really great opportunity to slow things down, to recharge your batteries, and to feel more connected to the grounded aspect of yourself. On your next inhale, slowly roll back up. Just like we did on the other side, lean to your left hip as you swing your right leg all the way around, and you're going to make your way to your back. So lie all the way down and plant your feet to the floor about hips width distance apart. Take your arms by your side, palms down, press into the feet. Inhale, bridge your hips up to the sky. Maybe you kind of shimmy your shoulder blades underneath you and creating a nice long line from your shoulders towards your knees. Then you can stay here, or maybe you interlace your fingertips behind your back. And as you do so, creating a nice extension here through the spine and the hips as you squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep your gaze up towards the sky so you're not putting too much torque or weight on the neck. Take one more breath in and out. If you have the hands interlaced, gently release them. And what I like to do is come up onto the toes. You can lift your heels up and then roll down really meticulously, one vertebra at a time, all the way until the tailbone releases. And then you can windshield wiper the legs as you take the arms nice and wide. Good. Hug the right knee to your chest. Left leg goes long. Deep inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Scoot your hips to the right. Take your right leg across the body to the left as your right arm comes out wide. So this practice is nothing too flashy, too intense, too long. I find it's just the right amount of time to pause, to slow down. And then you can resume your day or end your day with this. Make your way to your back. Let's switch sides. So right leg goes long. Hug your left knee in. Deep inhale here. Exhale as you twist. I like to scoot my hips a little bit to the left as I've kind of shifted my weight as I've taken the first side. Take your left leg across the body, left arm out wide, and breathe into the left side of the rib cage. Unwind to your back. Hug both knees to your chest and come into happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. You can grab behind your thighs, ankles, or feet, and you can rock gently side to side. It's funny because in the comments I've been seeing people say, "Oh, I thought that was a pillow, but it's your dog and she's sleeping. She's so peaceful." She is until she sees a squirrel, and then all bets are off. She goes crazy. But yes, at home, while I'm filming these classes, she is doing what she does best, sleeping. All right, hug those knees back to your chest. Give yourself a good hug, thanking yourself for taking this time for your practice and for yourself. And then come into Savasana, taking up as much space as you like. You can take it with the legs long. You can plant the feet, knocking the knees in. Or you can bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. But make sure whatever you choose that you've created a moment of ease and of relaxation. Place the hands either on the belly or maybe one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. If it feels comfortable, bring your eyes to a close. Take a slow inhale through your nose and big sigh out through the mouth. Again, inhale slowly. And big sigh out. Do that one more time. Inhale. And let go as you exhale. Give yourself a couple moments here of complete stillness. And then start to invite some gentle movements in the body, wiggling your fingers and wiggle your toes. Now keep in mind that if you would like to take a longer Shavasana, just continue letting the video play through and you can just be here for as long as you need. Otherwise, if you're ready to move on with your day, take a full body stretch, pointing your toes, arching your back, maybe encouraging a nice big sigh, a nice big yawn. And then hug both knees to your chest. Give yourself a good hug. Roll to one side and gently press up. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, a relatively short and sweet and gentle yoga practice to balance out the summer months that are very yang in energy. This practice was very opposite in energy. And everything is relative, right? So if you were to compare this to like a active and dynamic and fast-paced and challenging vinyasa flow practice, this was definitely more yin in energy, right? So I hope that this was just what you needed to, like I said, recharge your batteries so that you can go back out and enjoy the rest of the summer months. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell. And if you would like to shop this outfit or any of the other amazing activewear products from Keala Activewear, then check the link in the description below. As I said, you'll get 15% off of $100 using my special discount code. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.